I've got to tell you, it's never a good sign when you see a landscape photographer wearing sunglasses. Here at the destination. It's taken me 3 hours to drive here, and I've been tooling around for about another 2, maybe 3 hours. So all in all, I've been out of the house for 6 hours just to get to this spot here. And you know what? Time at the moment is 5 to 7. I've got about maybe 2.5 hours before the blue hour even kicks in. So I'm gonna have a wander around, take a few shots now. The light is pretty pants if I'm honest. However, that sky, if I can expose for the sky up there is starting to look pretty special, so I'm quite happy with that. But this is an amazing place. It's going to be well worth the trip out here, as long as it doesn't tip down with rain. It's a little bit windy, so I'm not really sure if I'll get the drone out. But do you know what? Sod it, let's give it a go. I've got a very interesting composition. It's still not at the main place where I want to be. I'm going to save that until we get to the blue hour. But looking around on the same lake, I found a fantastic little composition here. It's very minimalistic, but I quite like it. In the foreground there, we just got a small puddle. It's quite nice with a small leading line. But we've got a fantastic sky in there. I've opted for 2/3 of the sky, 1/3 of the floor. I might have gone just slightly more than that. I might have gone pretty much half and half. I'll make that decision probably with the crop later on. I've got a 0.9 grad filter on there to really bring that detail down in the sky. The sun's just starting to go behind the mountains now, so the mountain's going to be quite dark, but hopefully we should get quite a nice sky in there. That should be quite cool. I've got my 10 stop filter on there as well, so at the moment I'm at f16 ISO 100 with a 3-minute exposure. So that's really going to flatten that, smooth that water out, and that's going to be a lovely shot. So I'm quite excited about this one. I think it's going to be quite nice. And we're still not at our main point yet. Oh, what a beautiful place. It's just totally and absolutely amazing. The colours are just awesome. And to be fair, I actually came here today because I thought it's a very blue sky, very summery day. I've only just started putting my jacket on because it's starting to get a little bit nippy now, but early on it was a t-shirt weather while I was out and about wandering around. Got some scouted out some nice locations to come back to, so I'm super excited about that. But more importantly is that I've come on a day like today when ordinarily maybe most photographers or landscape photographers would probably write it off. I might just be able to catch the last of that sun. Let's go. Just catching the last of the sun just as it goes down. This is before the blue hour, but I'm at the A1 position. There's quite a few areas around here, one actually photograph. There's some very interesting trees, so we can get some standalone trees with, like I say, a nice blue sky in the background. But at the moment that sun is dipping down, so we've got a nice orange reflection in the water there. Just kind of an orange glow across the back of the mountains. The mountains are still quite dark. But as a foreground interest, we've just got a little stream that's kind of wiggling its way down onto the lake itself. Very, very nice foreground interest. I've got my 10 stop filter on there, so at the moment we're rocking a 4-minute exposure at f16 at ISO 100. This is going to be a very, very nice shot. Very nice shot. What I might do, I do this quite a few times. I might take this shot now, but because it's a 4-minute exposure, what will actually happen is, as you guys will probably know, we'll end up with a lot of movement in that sky. So what I prefer to do, I prefer to take a second shot, exactly the same composition but with a faster shutter speed, and then merge that sharper sky as opposed to the blurred sky. In actual fact, I might do that. I'll put both of the pictures in the vlog, and if you want to comment below which one you prefer, that's entirely up to you. I've got a fantastic composition, and you can't believe the sky. The sky is just a deep, deep red, like as if it's on fire. It's just totally and absolutely amazing. Let me spin this camera out so you guys can see very quickly. I have to move very quick. Okay, right, let me just darken that down right now, 1 second. Okay, pretty much what I'm going for here, this composition, is that tree slightly to the left hand side. I've got 2/3 of that sky, that amazing deep red sky. My settings, I'm at ISO 50, my aperture is f16, and I'm running on an 8-second exposure. I'm just slightly worried there might be some movement in that tree, but I'm just going to give it a go. I'll up my ISO ever so slightly because I really want to capture that sky. That sky is just totally and absolutely amazing. Right, the sun's dropped right down now, so now we're entering what we call the blue hour. It's usually about 30 minutes after sunset. That's when the sky, just a dark, deep blue. And when it comes to landscapes, I absolutely love the blue hour. I probably prefer the blue hour to a sunrise first thing in the morning. I really would. It's absolutely amazing. You could tell really when you get to the blue hour, when you pretty much have to open your aperture wide open and your ISO is still around about ISO 1600, maybe 3200, and you have to ramp that up. If that's the settings within your camera, pretty much just after sunset, you're in the blue hour. Just take the picture and then look at the sky. Look how deep and blue that is. Now what a lot of photographers will do, they'll actually not fix it, because the word fix isn't right. They'll change that and change the white balance in Photoshop. But me, I leave it blue. I leave it deep blue because I absolutely love it. Got a beautiful little composition here. There's a white building in the background. I really am losing this light, so I'm gonna have to move very quickly. I've got nothing really in the foreground, but I've got the beach that curves around. The beach curves around. It brings in a lovely kind of leading line. There's sheep all over the place as well. It's really quite cool. The building is actually very small in the image. I'm not actually sure. I'm zooming out quite a bit to exaggerate the fact it's a small building that lives pretty much on its own with this fantastic view.